This week we're in Pine View Campground in Sparta, Wisconsin.
And this is a campground review. Make sure to stay to the end to find out what our favorite part of staying at this campground was. Before we get to that, please make sure to like and subscribe. It's free and it really helps our channel continue to grow and bring you more content. General impressions.
This is a large campground with plenty of space to relax and enjoy your camping experience.
The cost was $45 a night. It does depend on a couple different things, including whether you're civilian or military, and what type of hookups you're looking to get. We felt this campground had a lot of amenities for the value. Campground.
This is a large campground with 136 sites, plus cabins, yurts, and even trailer rentals. A large portion of the campsites are set up in two-wheel style loops with a bathhouse in the center and campsites on both inner and outer sides of the road. Additionally, there were a few long roads throughout the campsites dispersed along each side of the road.
We stayed in campsite number 134. Our campsite was dirt and grass and laid out alongside the road. We were originally slated to stay in a campsite in Pine Loop, but because of a mix-up with the campground, we got moved to a different area where there is more long-term campers. This area was further away from all the amenities and the bathhouses, but it gave us better access to our Starlink.
Our campsite was mostly level and had full hookups with 50 and 30, so hashtag 50.
Not all sites have full hookups. Campsites have a picnic table and a fire ring with a layover grill. They offer propane refill, but no dump station. So you definitely want to keep that in mind when selecting your campsite and your hookups.
The campground does not have free Wi-Fi. However, Verizon and Starlink are both good enough to do gaming, streaming, and pretty much anything you need.
Where we are,
yes. It does largely depend on which loop you're in. The area around the two major loops is very heavily treed, especially towards the front side of the campground, so it could be challenging to get your Starlink to work.
The noise level in this campground was very quiet, especially with its proximity to the base. There sometimes is a distant noise from the sportsman range, and there are bugle calls throughout the day. Exhibit A provide you with the reasons as to why too, so it's kind of a fun learning lesson. From inside the RV, they're actually very quiet. Amenities.
There were several bathhouses with bathrooms and showers. The men's needed a little cleaning after the holiday weekend, but the women's was really nice and clean. Multiple dumpsters are located throughout the park. They had 3 washers and 3 dryers, and it was $1.50 to wash and $1.25 to dry. There was not a pool, but they did have a beach area for kids to play in as a nice waiting area in the lake.
They had multiple playgrounds throughout the campground. I think I counted 5 or 6.
Other facilities include multiple volleyball courts, horseshoe pits, basketball, hiking trails, shuffleboard, and even frisbee golf.
For a $5 fee, they offer mini golf, which of course is one of my favorites.
And they have rental options for paddle boards, canoes, kayaks, pedal boats, and water trikes.
Surrey bikes, mountain bikes, regular bikes, and pedal cars.
They do allow fishing in their lake, however, there is a state permit required and a base permit required, which you can both purchase online.
Dog friendliness.
There's a medium-sized off-leash dog area near the mini golf course, and plenty of green space located throughout the park to walk your dog. There are multiple pickup stations scattered throughout the park, and the best part of it is
they're fully stocked.
That's right. Camp store.
They do have a camp store with the essentials that you might need for a day trip. There is an exchange as well as a commissary on base, but they are limited in what they offer. There is, however, a super Walmart in both Tomah and Sparta, which are about 15 to 20 minutes away.
Camp staff interactions.
We had multiple interactions with the camp staff, and they were friendly and helpful and made us feel very welcome.
Additional information.
This campground does not offer mail delivery to this location. The park is open to civilians and to military personnel. We've started a new segment called 1-Star Reviews Confirmed or Busted. Fortunately enough, this campground doesn't have enough 1-star reviews for us to even include that in this segment, so that's saying a lot. Now we're going to move on to our favorite and least favorite thing about this campground. We'll start off with a negative and then move to the positive. So Mike, tell us your negative.
My negative is all the bugs.
Yeah, I had to switch to coffee cup with a covered lid because my last one ended up with a bug in it. And while I do like protein, I don't like it in my coffee.
I did not for some reason.
You like the extra protein.
Mm-hmm.
My negative was the fact that we did have to be moved from our original spot to a different spot because there was a rental trailer in our campsite when we got here. That ended up setting us back about an hour on our setup time, and that really could have kind of soured our experience. The reason that they ended up doing this was because they don't have a dump station, and this was their only way of dumping the tanks for their rental RVs. Ultimately, it didn't end up having a long-lasting effect on us, but it was a bit frustrating on our initial impression. Enough of that, let's move on to the positives. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part is how much green space there is between the campsites, and not just that, throughout the entire park. There's plenty of spaces to walk, hike, go through trails, ride your bike, anything you really want to do.
Very aesthetically pleasing. It was mostly quiet, and I feel like it was a great value. Plus, really good customer service from the folks that run the office. Really all the things that you want in a camping experience. We would definitely come back again.
Totally.
So if you like this campground review, please check out some of our other campground reviews right here.
If you've been to this area before, drop a comment down below and let us know what your experience was. We'd love to read about it.